So, and that's our model there. Parents supporting educational excellence and leadership, change, education policy and practice, and partnering. And what we'd like you to do is journal for about 15 minutes. And your journal is going to be kind of a review of what we've been covering. But what are the goals or the issues that you plan to work on, whether it be immediately or sometime in the near future, so that you can take this learning and this training that you've had and go use it. What specific strategies in leadership, in change, and in partnering did you get from the course, and how do you plan to use them to achieve your goal? But this is more how you want to do it, and what did you pull out of the training that we've had that will help you make this happen.
Some of you also may not have a specific goal, like I want to change X, Y, or Z, but you may have an issue or a topic that you're really interested in pursuing in education or in the schools in Windsor. So you might want to talk about what strategies in leadership or what strategies that you talked about in terms of change do you think are going to come into play when you do something with that topic or do something on that issue.
I think that my goals have evolved. However, my sense of commitment has been reaffirmed and reinforced. I read through the packet, and namely sessions 2, 3, 5, and 7 stand out in mind. Each I believe has provided me with instrumental insight. The session when we talked about data, the session when we talked about policy, the session when Dr. Feeser came in, and especially the session where we played the game with change. Change is a process, and I'm finally recognizing that like my concept when I first started was like, oh, you know, if I start now, by the time my son gets into school, I'm recognizing that change might take that much time, that my son, I should redefine what my goals are. It's not just about my son, it's about the school system, and that each child in the school system stands to benefit from the changes that we're trying to promote. So it goes beyond my own little situation, and I think that's the most powerful thing that I've taken away from the course. I understand and accept that it's a bigger part than where I am. And another thing that was very important is the knowledge that we picked up. I firmly believe that knowledge is an intrinsic good in and of itself, and each piece and each tool that we can learn. As parents, as we teach our children, I just think it's absolutely great that we've endeavored to come to this program and learn even more. You know, we don't know it all, and we've come to a place where we're trying to gain those tools to get more insight for our children, and I think that's phenomenal. So in short, I'm really grateful for this process, really grateful for this program, and I look forward to working with all of you. I think we are a phenomenal group of people, and we've started the ball rolling with something that's going to be great.
The Parent Psee experience was an interesting 12-week journey for me, and it helped me to analyze myself and analyze the ways to make a difference in children's school system. The educational achievement gap is a very real concern for the Windsor school system. We compared the data of strategic school profiles of different districts, which helped to pique my interest in identifying ways that reading and comprehension and math can be improved. It's important there be an environment of high expectations. I liked when Dr. Feeser came in to speak to the group, and she shared the difficulty in recruiting and retaining qualified staff of color in order for the classrooms to be reflective of those in the populations that's being served. It helped me to understand that the school system recognizes the need for diversity, and perhaps, just perhaps, there's a way I can be of assistance to help in these types of initiatives.
I had to ask myself some hard questions, because if I'm going to be effective with the schools, I have to check myself to make sure I'm doing what I need to do as a parent, leader, and it starts at home. So I had to ask myself questions such as, am I establishing a learning environment at home for my child? Is he going to school ready to learn? Am I taking part in school activities and making myself available to teachers and administrators? Am I voting on issues that affect education? Am I voting on the budget? And also, am I encouraging folks who's teaching my child. And I can't say that originally I could say yes to everything, but now I can say that. And I think it's important for parents to be involved with their children's learning and to be in partnership with the schools, so that they can be able to say yes to those things also. And I think that's where the change will start in terms of parents being empowered to be able to go into the schools and to help their children succeed.
I believe that the underlying message is that the structure of the school system really rests on what I'd refer to as the 3 Ps. There's the people, their personalities, and their policies. And understand that ultimately, if I'm going to achieve anything of worth in terms of making an impact on the life of my child, or also making those what I consider critical, constructive changes within the school system, ultimately I would have to, first of all, establish with the school system, with the teachers involved, the administration, that my interest is to better the system. It's not adversarial, but rather attempt to provide constructive contribution to what's happening. I believe only then can I, without frustration, effect what I believe best represents my child.
I firmly believe that it is our charge to impress upon, to take charge, to impress upon those that we come in contact with in our schools, in our districts, that partnership in education is not only wanted, desired, it is essential. It is what we need to have better schools. So, without further ado, I charge each and every one of us with the challenge to go forth and to utilize the knowledge that we've learned here to continue to make a better Windsor, a better society, a better educated tomorrow.